100 children to do. This year the Queen Quet, one more again for this year Gullah, Geechee, Nayshun News. 100 children know when you deal with we down here, 100 going know what is going on. Well, look your children. Plenty of time when 100 to see me out yonder, you hear me to crack my teeth, but the people and things like that and what is going on with culture. But look here, we wouldn't dare you if the land ain't be there. Because see, the land apart with family too and things like that. So for we know everything have to work together. You see, God make everything, make me and everything else, but we have to balance them and things like that. But plenty of time when 100 children are coming down here, you won't walk through the wood and things like that, but you know, study about what did it for 100 get you. And you know, study about the story, what is your wood could have tell. Well, look here, some of the children will come here, see something else. So we're glad for day with this year. Lorna today, Lorna Hackler and things like that were there upon John's Island. Now, when she walk this your land every day, it see what made us see. It feel what make it feel. Right, y'all. Now, 100 children see one big up thing behind me and big up thing. Y'all say, well, what is what kind of tree that they in front? This year the dear angel oak, yeah, on John's Island. Dear angel oak. And the angel oak is the only one they got. So, let me see what this your gal know about that. How you doing, Lorna?
I'm good. How are you, Queen Quet?
All right. Now tell us, this is the angel oak. Yes. So now why would this be the angel oak and not just a angel oak?
Well, it is a live oak. It was on a plantation owned by the Angel family, and therefore it was named the Angel Oak.
Okay.
The Angel family originally was the Waite family that came over and had a grant of 1,200 acres on this property.
Right.
Eventually the family married and became the Angel family, and therefore the Angel Oak.
Okay. And it's so interesting to me because you know words have meanings.
Yes.
And so definitely you speak a certain life into different things as you say them. And so even if we look, you can see that the tree itself looks like it has wings.
It does.
Yes.
It has wings.
Yes, it has wings. Now, how old is this tree?
Yeah, it's very questionable. Some people put it at about 1,400 years old. That's what I've been told since I was a child growing up in Charleston.
Right.
They are now saying it possibly may not be that old. Some people put it at about 1,600 years old. But there's no way to tell unless you bore into the tree. And they're not going to do that.
Exactly.
There's no sense in doing that.
Right. There's no sense in boring into the tree.
Don't take the chance.
Right. Exactly. But I know your organization, which is SaveTheAngelOak.org, right? That you all also see something else that's on the horizon that's kind of been lurking in the background for a few years that to me makes no sense either because it seems like it's going to bore into the whole body of John's Island. Can you tell me a little bit about why you have an organization called Save the Angel Oak?
Yes, a few years ago, City Council passed a PUD, a Planned Urban Development, which is going to be to the east, to the north, and to the west.
So in other words, almost surrounding
the tree.
Right.
This is a fenced-in 2-acre area of land owned by the city. This property is now owned by Robert DeMora, and he plans to put out up to 630 apartments and condos, plus retail space and meeting areas like the pools and the little areas that you can use
for recreation. So really, when we're talking about 600 units of apartments, you're talking on average 1,200 people could be upwards of that number because if it's a couple with children, then of course that number drastically goes up. Could be 2,400 people that you're talking about with a couple and 2 children. But then also when we look at that dynamic, you just mentioned a shopping area, you mentioned recreational areas such as pools and so on. So that means a lot more people gathering and traffic and so on. What do you think? I already know what I envision that could be, and I always call it destructionment. What do you envision happening to Angel Oak and to John's Island if something like that is built?
For anyone coming to the Angel Oak just to visit a tourist, they're going to see the buildings. The city said you're not going to be able to see the buildings, but the buffer area that they've provided is only 150 feet.
Oh yes, so
they're going
definitely
to put street
it.
And then buildings. And we have gone 150 feet into this wood area with my son, and gave him a plastic trash bag and said, "Wave it so we can see you out there."
And see if we can see you.
We sent
you
him
could.
out, and he didn't need the trash bag. He just stood there, and we talked to him.
Right.
The buildings are going to be up to 3 stories tall. They're going to be visible.
Yes.
The amount of sound and noise from traffic, from people, from delivery trucks,
Right.
is going to be enormous.
Enormous.
This nice, peaceful quiet is gone.
Right, with the cicadas is all we're hearing
Cicadas,
right now.
the birds.
Birds.
It's
right.
going to be gone.
Right, and you can't get that back.
You cannot get that back ever.
Right.
It will be forever
gone. And one of the things that I know that happens with every single destruction permit that comes to the Gullah Geechee Nation, they seem to always want a wetlands permit. They always seem to want, why is it that these folks seem to always find where the water is and then they want to fill in where the water is?
There's so much water here.
Right. Because we're on an island, right?
We're on islands,
exactly.
and we have rivers, and we have marshes, and we have wetlands.
Right.
And the wetlands that exist on this property are to the north.
Right,
They're
right,
up
in
this
this area.
direction.
Which is the same area where you just pointed.
Yes.
They're planning to build these
They're planning
three-story
on
buildings.
developing. These were originally deemed non-jurisdictional, which means they were not connected to a body of water.
Right.
The Corps of Engineers came in last March of 2010,
Right.
tested the water and said water is flowing from Church Creek to these wetlands and they are jurisdictional.
I got you.
Now the developer has to apply federally to get
For
wetland fill.
wetlands permit.
Yes.
Right, I got you. And so now we know that on your website there's a petition, right?
There is.
For SaveTheAngelope.org. Y'all can go to it, www.savetheangelope.org. You can learn more about this permit because since it's federal, as taxpayers, you have a right to write letters in and say that you support this tree surviving the way it's been. Whether it's been 1,400 years, 1,500 years, we want to make sure it's here for another thousands of years to come, as long as possible.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. So we thank you for being one of the angels of Angel Oak, and we thank SaveTheAngelope.org, and we definitely, Hunter chillin', y'all going to see a little bit more of the property upon this your show, so Hunter can see what we to talk about and know see this year the what going on.
We keep hearing that the Freedmen's Village was here.
Here.
But we didn't know exactly where.
Where?
She finally found a plat downtown that showed a small road coming off of the dirt road.
Okay.
And at first I thought, oh my gosh, what if it was in the parking lot?
Oh, right.
And I took out the archaeological maps they did the surveys with.
Right.
And it looks like, I mean, they had the Angel Oak to this side
Okay.
of the road.
So
It
then
looks
that
like
would
the
mean,
most items that they found were in this direction.
in this area, right, which is
best.
more likely.
And this is where we find most of these items.
Pieces.
Is over on this side.
Okay, and y'all constantly pick these up every time you walk through.
Just picked up
Yeah,
right there.
without
Just
any
like
type of hesitation. And it's not as if they have mobs of people out here that would be breaking pots.
No, I wouldn't think. At first I thought, well, Samantha, someone broke a coffee cup.
Right, because
But
that's
over
what it
the
almost
last
looks
several
like.
years, every time we come, we find.
And usually these types of things are in places where, like you said, there are freedmen's villages and so on, and people's homes were close by it, and that's how come it was there. And there's so much more under all these leaves and under the surface of ground. Yeah,
Over time,
that
dirt
dirt covers
everything.
it.